Hey, I'm Jess and you're watching Keto Rewind. So I am so excited. Today is month 1 completion. It's weigh-in day. It's week 4. It's day 28. It's a milestone day. So this is basically a recap of month 1 and also obviously week 4. But I'm so excited to tell you how it went. So I'm going to recap real quick. If you are new to my channel, I am morbidly obese and I'm trying to lose 140 pounds with the ketogenic diet. Basically, that's the inspiration for the name of my channel, Keto Rewind. Rewinding from morbidly obese back to a healthy weight. So I will start with week 1, a quick recap. And by the way, subscribe to this channel. I've got so much content to show you on my journey, and being that I've just begun my journey, so much is yet to come. So, week 1 update. Okay, week 1 was brutal. There's no way to sugarcoat that any other way other than brutal. I was not one that suffered from the carb flu, because I kept my sodium intake up and my water uptake up. So I didn't deal with the carb flu, but I did horribly deal with sugar cravings. Really bad sugar cravings. Like to the point where if somebody would have come over and bought cupcakes, I would have had all of them. I seriously thought sugar 24/7. It was brutal. And by the 3rd or 4th day, I believe it was the 4th day in, like the Thursday of that week, I woke up and I felt so much better. And it gave me the strength to get through the rest of the week without cheating. Because I was seriously like, I was coming off my addiction and all I could think about was sugar. So like when I woke up and I felt refreshed and energized and I just felt different, it gave me that strength to keep going. So week 1 was tough. I'm proud of myself I got through it. But by the end of week 1, I was already feeling amazing, which blew my mind because I mean, I was still morbidly obese, but I felt awesome. I hadn't felt so good in so long. So week 2 came along. I was probably half as bad, sugar cravings wise. And I was able to push through because I was feeling so good. I'd lost a big number the week before. It gave me the push I needed and the strength I needed to keep pushing on. So I got through to the end of week 2 and then had another big loss. I believe it was like 6 pounds or something. I forget, and then week 3 came through and I really had transformed from feeling so like waking up tired to waking up ready to go. Like before my alarm went off, stuff that I just was foreign to me in the past. You're not supposed to wake up and not need more sleep because that's how I was for so long. Like I would wake up from a full night's rest, wouldn't matter how much I got, I woke up and I was still tired. No amount of coffee would change that. Now I'm waking up and I drink coffee because I want to drink coffee. I like coffee. So what a huge change or transformation. My pushing through week 3 and finishing week 4, my mental clarity is amazing. And being a busy mom, that I own a business, I am trying to run this YouTube channel, that's pretty involved, a wife, and obviously busy mom. I've got kids. So it was like, I could manage it all. I was so much more productive, which it saved me money in the long run because, if you actually cannot make mistakes and I'm still sick, by the way, sorry. But if you could get so much done in a week that I was dragging to barely even scratch the surface of getting stuff done, that's huge. Absolutely huge. Oh my goodness. So it kept giving me more and more power and strength to keep pushing on. And then by talking to all the people I've been connecting here on my channel, I've got a good support system online plus at home. I am dealing with my emotions instead of eating them. I found ways to cope other than food because I took food away from myself. So I'll probably always be an emotional eater, but I now know how to push through it and not give in. So, and that's powerful because that took over my life, you know? So now also last week I began walking and weightlifting, like strength training. So that gave me other ways to get those frustrations out, those other stresses. And I hadn't done that in so long. I don't know the last time I've exercised or worked out. I mean, I walked 5 miles last week. That's 5 miles and I've walked probably all of last year. Like, I was not exercising. I was running after my kids and doing all my daily errands, but I never took time and went for a walk, let alone lifted weights. I've had a weight bench and a home gym in my garage because I don't know how many times I've wanted to lose this weight and I never did. So I actually cleared this weekend. It was gorgeous out, so we cleared out the garage and we took the dust off the weight bench and all the weights and all the free weights and all that stuff, and now I'm using them because as I shrink down, I'm not into blood and guts. I had 2 kids in a surgery on my to have a tumor removed. That was all the surgeries I'm gonna ever deal with. Like, I am not looking for any more surgeries. So when I lose all this weight, I don't want to look like a big poof or a popped balloon. So I'm going to be strength training and changing these arms to nice and strong, trying to get my belly into gear and lots of legs. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of more activity because I've got to refill this area with something when I get the fat all out. So plus I like it. I like to lift weights. I did it in high school. I was really active. I was on the weightlifting team. So I know what to do. I used to compete in weightlifting. I mean, who would have thought that I'd gain 140 pounds after being an athlete in high school? So I am going back to the basics and I'm gonna do that because I enjoy that. So find something that you enjoy to do, whether it be taking a dance class, a Zumba class, a yoga class, or just joining a gym or getting a workout buddy. Find something to channel those frustrations and get them out. So, and if you haven't watched my video on emotional eating, totally watch that video because that's basically how I'm winning this time. So speaking of winning, the reason I haven't failed this time is I am finding just really like 10 tips that I'm doing this time that I didn't do in any previous diet. And it's a combination of this puzzle that's making this such a success. But I'll focus on the main couple, and you can watch that video on the top 10 tools for success. I would say the most important one I'm doing is plan and prepare. Plan ahead your meals so that you have, everybody, whoever's cooking in your house, everybody knows that's what's on the the menu this week. This way anybody can chip in and know what to make. Plus, by making a plan and having the foods available to make them, you're gonna be a lot less likely to cheat because you're gonna have everything there, you just have to make it. You can also meal prep and do this ahead of time, and it's easy because then you can even know your macros ahead of time, making that all easy. So, but a little side note on meal planning and meal prepping. Personally, we were spending $500 just on groceries per week. Like, we were just eating so much excess, so much crap, so much. We went from $500 a week, excuse me, mind you, that didn't even include eating out. I mean, we only have a family of 4, but still, it's so expensive. So the past 4 weeks or so, we've been averaging $100 to $150 a week in groceries. That is huge. That's organic, that's grass-fed, that's, all the good foods, top shelf stuff. And that's how much we have drastically reduced our grocery budget. We are not eating out hardly at all because there's so much hidden sugars, and my willpower I'm not going to test. So I'm only going to stop at the places that I know have salads and no other temptation. Salads and burgers, super easy to stay on track. And plus it saves so much money, and I eat and track every single thing I put in my mouth. I can't do that if I'm eating out at a restaurant, because who knows what they're putting in the food. Even if it appears to be chicken, it could have a sugary marinade on it. You know, so you can have so much control back when you're meal prepping, you're meal planning. And another side note, have a snack that's at your fingertips. I like to snack on peanuts and pepperoni. That's like my go-to right now. The peanuts create a crunch, salt, and fat. And then also the pepperoni is satisfying and fatty and salty. And, you know, so those are great snacks that I've been snacking on right now. Or hard-boiled eggs. Another great one, you could eat it cold, you can eat it hot, super easy, great snacks. And anybody can bring those snacks to work and have them at their fingertips to keep them on plan. So that's like the number one tip. Number two, find something to deal with your emotions. So that's why I said I'm working out. That's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm fighting through my emotions and I'm not eating them now. So, and then having support. You've got to have a support, like whether it be a spouse, a friend, a coworker, a buddy, an adult child, anything, you need support. And if you need, I will, you know, raise my hand now. I'll be your support. Just comment below if you need some help. I would love to help you, and I'd love to support you, because after all, you're watching this, which supports me. And then let's see. That I will have you watch the video because I don't want to like get too far off topic. But there's the main reasons that I've been so successful, and that's planning, support, and dealing with my emotions. And I guess the last one, pure determination. I've seen the results here, and I'm on such a momentum, like I'm building and building and building. I can't even, at this point, I don't want to cheat at all. Because I just I'll undo this momentum. I'm not craving sweets. I'm emotionally in a better place. I am not even tempted with sugar or cheating, or like, I'm so strong right now, and I feel like I'm gonna win. I am going to win. So that gives you strength to keep going. Like, my month 1 is done. Let's take on month 2. Like, come on. I am ready to fight. I'm a fighter. So, and this fire that's been lit inside me has never been this strong before. So the last thing I'm going to do is get off course. I'm going to keep making my weekly videos. I'm going to keep helping and spreading my message, because I know when I was searching for YouTube videos for people that are morbidly obese that wanted to do keto or change their life, I couldn't find anything like this. And that's why I'm making this channel. Like, I just couldn't find anything I could relate to. I'm looking for somebody who's morbidly obese that really has 140 pounds to lose, not just 20 pounds to tone up, you know. I'm really looking for somebody like me to do this. So that's why I've stepped up, and I'm gonna be the voice. And by the way, I hope you do like this channel. Comment below, subscribe. That helps get more people be able to find me. So please, please, please leave a comment and subscribe. But let's get to week 4 update and month 1 update. So my summary is I am down 2 pounds this week. Now, don't be all like, oh, she's slowing down. No, keto diets, you lose weight this way. You go up and you go down, you go up and you go down. And I may be about to have my swoosh, and tomorrow I wake up with a huge loss. It's how it works. And if you haven't figured out what swoosh is, you just all of a sudden get empty out. And the next day you'll have, like, if you're peeing forever, you're in the middle of a swish. And the next day you're probably gonna have serious drop in weight. So, but being that you count it on a whole month's total, that's why. Because you don't lose weight the same way with keto. You can, it's kind of like like peaks and valleys. It's just the way it happens. It's not like the normal way to lose weight with like a steady decline or whatever. No, keto is like this and down and this. You're just riding the roller coaster. So you've got to look at it from a whole month's perspective. You can't judge 1 week versus the rest. Altogether, I'm down 24 pounds in 1 month. That's huge. Like, there's not many diets out there or things you can do that you can drop that much naturally without any products in 1 month. So 24 pounds, that's awesome. So overall, yeah, I'm only down 2 pounds this week, but I started working out. I started lifting weights. That stuff changes your body composition, and I'm increasing my lean mass and losing my fat. So it's kind of like, you know, it's a part of the puzzle, and it's why this week it might be not such a huge drop, but I made a change this week. You know, I added in weightlifting, and I'm not lifting 3 pounds. I'm lifting to lift weight. You know, I was a former weightlifter, so I know what to do and how to gain muscle mass, you know? So anyways, look at your weight loss in a month. If you could try, like, I'm weighing in weekly, but that's because I'm making these videos. If you can go a whole month and not even look at the scale, wouldn't you be so stoked if you stepped on the scale and were 309 pounds like I was? And a month later, you're 24 pounds less. I mean, in 28 days, I lost 24 pounds. Holy shit. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to swear, but there's no other way to say that, you know? So, I mean, again, this was February, so it's 28 days. That's why it's only 28 days. But so anyways, next month I'll have a few more days to lose, but isn't that amazing? So if that doesn't inspire you to start this journey, I don't know what else I could say, you know? So come do this with me. You can rock this too. You can have this too. So follow my journey, watch my other videos, see how I did it, and stay tuned for week 5 update and, you know, the start of month 2. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you at the next video. You're watching Keto Rewind, and I'm Jess. Bye, until next time.